How can you tell that your twin flame is thinking about you? What are the obvious signs? I'm going to tell you in this short video. Some of the signs may seem so obvious that you're going to be wondering, why did I even make a video about this? But what's really beneficial about this video is I'm going to actually tell you how to get them to start thinking about you so that you can get the signs. And there is a proven scientific way to get your twin flame to start thinking about you, because they are you. You and your twin flame are the same soul. So listen up. Okay, sign number one, you have an intuitive knowing, and I'm going to explain exactly what that is and how you can tell. Number two, they're going to call you. Number three, they're going to text you. Number four, they're going to tell you. Number five, they're going to unblock you if they had you blocked. They're going to start acting differently towards you. They're going to open up. They're going to be more warm, more loving. Right? They're always keeping you at an arm's length. That's going to go away and everything's going to be fine. That's how you could tell if your twin flame is thinking about you. Now watch this. What everybody else is telling you is you have to look out there for numbers and you got to be seeing their name around and stuff like that. And that might actually happen to you. It doesn't happen to everybody, but it happens to a lot of us. It happened to me. Lots of numbers. You see their car around, somebody driving the exact same car. My twin flame, she's got a very unique name, and I've never seen this name before in my life. And then after I met her, that's when I started seeing her name everywhere. So that could be happening to you. And that's usually what people are going to tell you are the signs. What's really going on is you are creating those signs with your thoughts. Everybody knows how the law of attraction works, you guys. Your thought, remember, you're having the obsessive thinking, right? You're in the dark night of the soul, and all you can think about is them. You're going to start seeing those things all over the place. Those are externalized signs. So what my focus is on is what happens to you inside. That's why the first real sign is the knowing, the intuition. You're going to know that they are thinking about you, and then you're going to see them actually talking to you. That's why I call this the obvious signs that your twin flame is thinking about you. So how can you get your twin flame to start thinking about you? That sounds like magic, right? It's not magic. Magic is just science undiscovered. Okay, if I take this camera that I'm shooting this video on a time machine with me 230 years ago, and I go around a village and I'm showing it around to everybody, they're going to think it's some kind of magic. Some of them might even call me a witch. Now, let's say I run into none other than Benjamin Franklin. Now, Benjamin Franklin was a scientist, and even though he lived back in those days where most people weren't aware of science, in fact, there were a lot of people who still couldn't read, he's going to look at the camera and he's going to go, it's not magic, dude. It's just some futuristic technology that we don't understand yet. Right, and this is exactly what quantum physicists are figuring out about our universe, is that it works on a system of non-duality, non-linearity, or as I call it, the singularity. And as a matter of fact, singularity is what physicists call the very thing that the Big Bang itself sprang from. And it's also the driving force at the heart of a black hole. And it's non-duality, it's non-linear. What does this have to do with your twin flame? It has everything to do with them. You really just need to understand who you really are. That's what this is all about. Remember, you and your twin flame are the same soul, right? Right. So what is that and how does that work? Well, let's go back to the basics. You are a three-part triune being: physical body, astral body, soul, right? Ordinarily, people say body, mind, soul, right? Body, mind, spirit. But the astral body is the mind, I should say, is really part of the astral body, okay? And it's an energy system. It's metaphysical. Now, with you and your twin flame, you are polarized completely at the level of the astral body with them. And this has been observed. You can actually take your focus off of this person. Okay, this is a trick. You can try this at home. Take all of your mental, emotional, and metaphysical, the astral body, take all of that focus off the person and detox from them for a while. And just do that. Just like move on from this person or something. And those of you who've actually done this, you can leave your comments in the comments section down below. Tell us your story, what happened for you. Because for all of my students, and I've coached over 4,000 people, I'm the world's leading twin flame coach. What happens is their twin flame unblocks them, starts talking to them, and all you did was take your physical or metaphysical focus off of them, right? Mental, emotional, and metaphysical, okay? So the mind is duality. Remember, we're talking about body, mind, soul. What did I just tell you? If you understand how this thing works, it's technology, right? If you understand how this thing works, you can get your twin flame to chase you, start thinking about you. The mind is duality, the astral body, okay? It's like relativity, Albert Einstein, things being relative. Yin, yang, light, dark, good, bad, past, future, plus, minus, push, pull. You push, they pull. The more you think about them, the harder they resist you and reject you. That's why you get the most resistance from them, or you get rejected by them the most when you're in that obsessive thinking phase with your twin flame, and they really don't want to have anything to do with you, okay? If you take all of that focus off of them, they will start talking to you again. Why? Because the mind is duality. The astral body works on that system, and that's exactly the teaching behind the yin and yang symbol, or that's one of the teachings. That's part of the functionality of this universe, relativity, duality, right? And that's the mind. And again, with your twin flame at the astral level, at the level of the mind, you are polarized with them. You push, they pull. And it doesn't matter if you send them healing energy, if you send them prayers, if you're doing anything to get them to be with you, any tinkering, I got to heal my inner child, I got to clear our past life karma, that stuff, all the pop culture twin flame information, right? The pop culture version of twin flames that we see so prevalently on the internet. When you get into those modalities, they run harder and it doesn't work for you, and you're spending all this money on coaching that's not working for you, right? You got to shut that down, guys. So you got to take your mental, emotional, and metaphysical focus off of them. Now, how do I do that, Kurt? Okay, well, remember, the next thing we're going to talk about is the soul, which is consciousness, which is your twin flame. And it's non-duality, it's non-linearity, it is the singularity, the source. Okay, so there's another teaching that you see in ancient Zen spiritualism. We just talked about the duality, the yin-yang. Now we're going to talk about the non-duality, the singularity, the source, the one, right? And at the core, that's what you really are, okay? And you and your twin flame are that. That's where you are completely uniform with them. So the harder you think about them and feel about them, the more drama there is, the more they run. So to get out of that, you just shift your focus out of the ego and into the true self, which is being and consciousness and awareness and knowing. That was the first sign, right? Intuition, knowing. You just know they're thinking about you. You just know that they are one with you. And the mind, it hears me explain that to you and it goes, well, how does that work? That doesn't make any sense. Right, the mind isn't gonna understand it. This is key. Consciousness is not thought, okay? Your soul, which is what you really are, is not thought. You believe you are the personality. That's where you currently derive your sense of self from. The ego, the personality, which is a collection of thoughts and memories and emotions, right? And I'm not saying that's bad. That's just what that is. And that's what everybody on earth has done. But what your twin is trying to show you, or your soul, I should say, through the vehicle of your physical twin flame person and that experience, is that you're not the ego. You're not a collection of thoughts and memories, okay? You are consciousness at your very core. And again, what I'm teaching you is no different than the true spiritual journey. This is traditional Zen spiritualism. That's why I've been so effective as a coach, is I take out all the confusing stuff and the mission and the healing and all that. You don't need that stuff to get your twin flame to start thinking about you, guys. You are your twin flame. You just have to remember that. You have to remember who you really are. You are consciousness. You are the awareness beneath the thought. That's why I tell everybody, read The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. You could also read, it's by Michael Singer. It's, what is it called? It's escaping me for some reason right now. But there's a book by Michael Singer. Just read his books. Michael Singer is his name. It's Untethered Soul. That's what it is. Learn about this stuff, guys. Watch the Samadhi movie, S-A-M-A-D-H-I. It's on YouTube for free. You'll understand what I'm saying if you use those resources. That's your twin flame, guys. Your soul, your consciousness. And that's how you get them to start talking to you. And then you're going to know for sure, not only that they are your twin flame, but what this journey is really all about. And you'll feel better too, by the way. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please give me a like. If you're new here, please hit subscribe and hit that bell notification icon button so you get notifications whenever I post one of my videos. I'll be back next week for another super awesome twin flame coaching video. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Bye.